Hey everyone, I thought I would do a grocery haul right after this last video because there were a few people that commented and liked that they would like to see a grocery haul, particularly one from Canada. So I actually just went to the grocery store and I thought this would be a good opportunity to kind of go over like a really typical amount of groceries that I would buy for me and my spouse. And I went to the grocery store with a list. I kind of didn't stick to it completely, but when I go to the grocery store, I always have a list. However, if I go there and I see something that's on sale that I eat all the time, I'm going to buy a couple of them. For instance, coffee. So coffee wasn't on my list today, but I bought a couple of bags because it was on sale. It's normally $17 for... How many grams is this? For 1 pound of the coffee that we really like, it is $17 normally, and it was on sale for 10, so obviously I picked up 2 bags. So as you can see from our groceries, we eat pretty bougie. I'm not gonna apologize for the way I eat, but we eat a lot of really expensive food. So I'll just show you my receipt here. So I'll just go through it and I'll just say how much everything costs. So if you can see it down at the bottom, it's $202.83. And I went to our local Safeway and bought everything there. Normally we do go to Safeway because it has better hours than the other grocery store that's slightly cheaper, but it also has a better selection, and I find like some of the produce is a lot fresher, so you get what you pay for, right? So yeah, there we go. So I bought 10 bags of this wonderful brand pistachios. A bag like this will last me probably 2 days. I'm on a pretty strict diet right now where I can only eat a certain type of food and a certain amount of food each day. So everything's measured out really carefully and I eat a really specific amount of food. So I'll have 2/3 of a cup of pistachios every day, around there. I bought 10 bags of those and they were on sale for $7.99 each. So I bought $80 of pistachios. But yeah, this bag, like I said, will last me around 2 to 3 days. And I eat them so much that they're normally $10. I bought a whole bunch because they're on sale. Cucumber was $2. Celery was $2.50 and it was on sale. So I guess I saved $1.50 on that, normally $4. Cliffhanger espresso coffee was $9.99. And then of the same brand, but decaf, because we like to have decaf every once in a while in the evening. Same thing, $9.99. So this is a kind of a specialty item. I haven't been drinking alcohol for 7 months now, so you have to find something to fill that gap. And there's this beer called Partake. It's an alcoholic-free beer. It tastes just like an IPA or a pale ale. I should say more like a pale ale, and not overly cheap. It's $8.50 for 4 of them, but if you think about going out for a drink at a bar, it's not that much. It's $2 a drink. So soda water is a staple in my diet. For this Perrier, which has 10 cans, 10 kind of like mini cans, $6.99. Yeah, it was on sale. That's why I got it. These are really nice. They are single cut romaine lettuces. They are really good, like they say down here, for like wraps and bunless burgers. I can't eat a lot of bread, so this is really good. We're probably gonna have burgers tomorrow night. This was $4.99, and they're just like super handy and super easy to make into a meal. Again, I also focus on foods. I'm super busy. I work around 50 hours a week, so I need to focus on foods that will save me a bit of time as well, even if they're a little bit more expensive. This is one of the best things I found in the last year. It's called Promise gluten-free bread, and it is low carbs, which is what I'm looking for. It's really tasty, and it doesn't, if you ever have that feeling after you eat bread where you just feel really bloated and gross, I don't get it from this, and I just feel like I have like 1 piece a day and I feel like I have my bread fix, and I'm not eating a ton of calories. Again, it's not a cheap it's not a cheap item. It's $7.99 for this loaf of bread. So, and I think it's got about 12 pieces of bread in it, and I just freeze it and I take out a piece every day. Cremo and milk, pretty self-explanatory. Gotta have Cremo for your coffee. And those came in at $3.57 for the Cremo and $2.50 for the milk. And I've always been told, like where I live in northern BC, that milk, any kind of milk product is just very expensive compared to anywhere else. So a 3-pack of peppers, we go through these like crazy in our household. We eat these probably on a daily basis. Between the two of us, we each eat 4 cups of vegetables, and peppers are a big part of them, especially with salads, and that's $5.99. And I'm gonna say we buy one of these packs every 2 days. So $6, $2 each basically. I don't eat this, but it's a bag of sweet and salty kettle corn. Sorrel was really craving a treat tonight, so I went and picked that up for him, and that was $3.99. That was on sale. And it looks like, oh, it wasn't on sale. Oh, that's not bad, $3.99 for, but that's a good example of like junk food is way cheaper than, you know, $4.99 for the romaine lettuce. Grapes are also a staple in my diet. And this tiny little bag of grapes came in at $6.34. So they are $9.90 a kilo. But what I do with grapes is like I portion them very carefully, like nothing goes to waste. I take them off the bunch, I'll clean them, and then I'll portion them out by cup size into like Tupperware containers, and then I have them ready to go in the fridge, sort of like meal prepped for my lunches every day. I'll eat a cup of grapes every day because they're apparently 8 grams of net carbs, so I can have 20 net carbs a day, and that's also a big part of my net carbs, I guess. Again, one of the things that I eat a lot of is yogurt, Greek yogurt. And this container is $14.49, and I bought 2 of them. So I eat probably a cup and a half of this yogurt a day because it's one of my allowed protein servings. It's really expensive. I probably will go through this in 4 days or so. But since I've been eating a cup and a half of this a day, I've had pretty like stable weight, and I felt really like kind of like satisfied afterwards. And I also feel like it kind of satisfies the need for like ice cream in a way. And I just put like a sugar-free syrup on it, and yeah, it's really delicious. This is a bag of frozen blueberries, and as you can see, this was $10.99 on sale from $11.99, and that is a 1.5 kilos of grade A blueberries. I wouldn't say we go through a ton of these. I'd probably go through like 1.5 kilos of blueberries between me and Sorrel. We probably go through a bag in like a month, so pretty like I would say it's like a good bang for your buck if you eat fruit, and especially like it stays frozen, so it won't go bad as quickly. So what I do is I portion out like a 1/2 cup, and then, or like 1/4 cup, and then I'll just take it in my lunch and mix it in with my yogurt. Last but not least is a bunch of bananas for Sorrel, and they came in at $1.14, so very cheap for bananas. I'm always surprised at how cheap bananas are because they come from so far away. These ones came from Mexico, and I just like imagine that's a long trip for just like a fruit that is so cheap. So anyways, that's my grocery haul, $202.83, and it looks like I've earned 49 air miles. That's one of the main reasons too in my town why we shop at Safeway is for the air miles, Flights to the major city, which is Vancouver, are really expensive. Like, they can come in around $400 one way from my town to Vancouver. And with air miles, you can use about 2,000 air miles and get a free return trip. You just pay the taxes. So it's one of the benefits of shopping at the more expensive grocery store in town. So there's that as well. Anyways, I thought you might be interested in a grocery haul, so there you have it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you can subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the videos that I make, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!